welcome back to the homestead. Just like every other day, it's a work day. So we're gonna go out to the orchard and move some sheep fencing. So let's talk about the sheep for a hot minute. At the end of August, they escaped their fencing. However, we found out that the deer had pulled down their fence. So we need to move the fencing to somewhere where the deer are not. It just won't work. So that's our big project for today. Another smaller project is we're moving all of our spent hay. This is stuff that was on the ground from our big hay bale. We're moving all that so that we can get the new bale of hay in there for the winter. Now that will feed the sheep and the goats both. So Steve and I are going to clean this up here so that we can get a clean area to put our hay bale in. I'm hoping actually that we can put it on pallets this year because last year it was on the ground, and as you can see, it's just, it didn't do well on the ground. So we're going to get that done. I'm trying to create enough space in here for 2 round bales. So I need to, yeah, all of it's gotta go. So Nora decided to help me today. I've got Steve, I've got Nora, Josie, and Beth, and Charlie will be out at some point. But she's determined to give this to the pigs. And we have like the friendliest pigs. I am so blessed to have the best pigs. So you're gonna... They do, piggies have lips.
Just like me.
Yeah, just like you. Are you gonna give this straw stuff to the pigs?
Hey.
Okay, you do it, girl.
Pig, pig, pig. It's time for hay. Hey.
Of course they do. It's a little dusty. So yeah, so all I have to do now is move these, and that is actually going to be a Joseph job because I don't know where he wants them. If they're going to be used for something, great. If they're not, they need to be sold or put in the dumpster if they're no good. So this is what we're trying to work toward. It's really hard knowing that we're not going to have the space that we have had, and we need to make use of the space we do have, if that all makes sense. Like, basically everything has to be cleaned out. So knowing things have to be cleaned out has pushed me to be like, all right, there's going to be one section cleaned out every week. This week it's what we call the dog house, which is where the rabbits and our livestock guardian dog are. But this is all part of that. So moving all this hay that's gotten wet that we're not going to be able to feed animals with, allows us to work toward that clean out. And so do one extra thing for that, just a little bit more. So instead of just cleaning out the old hay, also dealing with these is just that little bit more for this week in a job where we could have just done part, but we're working for the future. Okay, as you can see behind me, the sheep have ended up in the goat pasture. So, while I wouldn't necessarily choose to move them to their winter pasture now, I'm gonna at least try and set up a space for them to be in their winter pasture. We're gonna treat this like their winter pasture. It's a really big area. Joseph says it's almost an acre, so it gives them plenty of space to be, and then we'll set up housing for them in that pasture using what we have on hand. IBC totes, plywood, things like that. But what we need to do is go gather their old fencing so that we can completely set up space for them. I may choose to set up the old fencing right immediately behind me, all this area here, and give them a bigger section, something that's easier. Yes, there's huge acorns. Give them a bigger section, something that's easier to reach by tractor. The goat pen was never meant to be reached by tractor, so I didn't have to worry about that. We need something that's going to be able to be reached by tractor for them because we bring them out water. There's power here, but there's no water. And actually, looks like my dad's already been out here helping move things. So the sheep used to be in this apple orchard. They were in the pear orchard on the other side of it. And so we had to move their feeders and waters and things like that. They had a water bucket in here from the... Now I know why they were yelling. They had a water bucket in here from the goats, but it's not meant for them. And it's a little high. Hi, ladies. These are their summer huts. We also use them for our pigs. And their waterer, which is a year-round waterer because we can put a stock tank heater in it and it'll heat. So my dad's already started the process of this. Now we have to go finish it by taking down the fence so that we can mow and do other things in the pears without dealing with the fence and without having the deer ruin the fence. This is why we're moving them in the first place, because we found at least 18 deer over in the pasture, the big 14-acre pasture on the leased land, and that is a problem because they are extremely destructive. So we got to figure that out too. But right now, I'm gonna go take down some fencing.
I'm gonna dust them off. Nora,
it really is a beautiful day for this. We are being spoiled with some perfect temperatures. A little cool in the morning, but once the sun's out, it's gorgeous. I probably could have worn short sleeves today. But I'm gonna be pulling out this fencing and moving it. And yeah, those are our projects for today. Okay, there it is. Fencing in the bucket. I've got a couple more rolls to do. Steve's got the bucket. We're getting it done. I'm out of breath because it's hard work. Every time that we roll up this fencing and we put it away or we move it, I'm always like, I love having pastured animals. And I just say that on repeat to myself because it is not easy, but not only do they taste better, but they're healthier and it's better for the animals to be on pasture. So I love having pastured animals. Well, we've got a couple other things going on. People are picking apples over here that we found on the ground for the pigs and goats. And then we got more people over here picking the pears for consumption and also for the pigs. We'll finish with the fence. We'll get the stuff picked for the animals, and then the rest of the day is going to be spent having fun and doing house chores. And that's pretty much our day on the homestead every day. We get up, we get morning chores done, get school going, finish school, do a project, and then enjoy the rest of our day. Thanks for coming with me today. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and also please subscribe to the channel. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I know that that is little in the big world, but in the little world where I am, that would be huge and it would be amazing. So please, if you're not subscribed, go ahead, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.